NFPA 17 National Electrical Code 2023 edition Table 300.4 specifies maximum spacing between cable supports. This applies for cables not supported from a messenger or rigid support. For cables with a diameter between 0.31 and 1.50 inches, the maximum spacing is 12 inches. For cables over 1.50 inches in diameter, the maximum spacing is 3 feet. While this table doesn't explicitly address fire alarm cables installed on J-hooks, it provides general guidance for determining maximum spacing of cables in open-air wiring applications. Understanding these guidelines helps ensure proper cable support and adherence to electrical codes. When installing fire alarm cables, it's essential to consider the cable diameter and the type of support system being used. J-hooks are a common method for supporting cables in open air, and the spacing between these supports should comply with the NEC recommendations. If the fire alarm cable falls within the 0.31 to 1.50 inch diameter range, the J-hook should be spaced no more than 12 inches apart. For larger diameter cables exceeding 1.50 inches, the spacing can be increased to a maximum of 3 feet. Always refer to the manufacturer's specifications for the fire alarm cable, as they may provide additional guidance on support requirement. In addition to the NEC guidelines, local building codes and regulations may also impose specific requirements for cable spacing. It's crucial to consult with local authorities or a qualified electrical inspector to ensure compliance with all applicable codes. Proper cable support is essential for preventing sagging, strain, and potential damage to the cables. Insufficient support can lead to cable failure, which can compromise the integrity of the fire alarm system. By adhering to the recommended spacing guidelines, you can ensure that the fire alarm cables are adequately supported and function reliably. The NEC provides a comprehensive set of standards for electrical installations, and it's important to stay up to date with the latest edition of the code. Changes and updates are frequently made to the NEC to address new technologies, safety concerns, and industry best practices. Understanding the NEC requirements for cable spacing is just one aspect of ensuring a safe and compliant electrical installation. Other factors to consider include cable ampacity, conductor sizing, overcurrent protection, and grounding. It's always recommended to consult with a qualified electrician or electrical engineer to ensure that all aspects of the electrical installation meet the applicable codes and standards. When working with electrical systems, safety should always be the top priority. Follow proper lockout/tagout procedures to de-energize circuits before performing any work. Wear appropriate personal protective equipment, such as safety glasses, gloves, and insulated tools. Never work on energized electrical equipment unless you are properly trained and authorized to do so. By following these safety precautions, you can minimize the risk of electrical shock and other hazards. Fire alarm systems play a critical role in protecting lives and property, so it's essential to ensure that these systems are installed and maintained correctly. Proper cable spacing is just one aspect of ensuring the reliability and effectiveness of a fire alarm system. Regular inspections and testing should also be performed to verify that all components of the system are functioning as intended. In addition to the NEC guidelines, there are other industry standards and best practices that can be used to ensure proper cable support. For example, the National Electrical Manufacturers Association, or NEMA, provides guidance on cable tray installation and support. The Telecommunications Industry Association, or TIA, also publishes standards for cable installation in telecommunications systems. By following these industry standards, you can ensure that your cable installations meet the highest levels of quality and performance. When selecting cable supports, it's important to choose products that are specifically designed for the type of cable being installed. J-hooks are a popular choice for supporting fire alarm cables, but there are also other options available, such as cable ties, cable clamps, and cable trays. Choose the support system that best meets the needs of your application and that complies with all applicable codes and standards. The spacing requirements for open-air wiring methods are intended to prevent excessive sagging and strain on the cables. When cables are not properly supported, they can sag over time, which can put stress on the conductors and insulation. This can lead to cable failure, which can disrupt the operation of the fire alarm system. By providing adequate support, you can ensure that the cables remain in good condition and continue to function reliably for many years. In addition to the spacing requirements, there are also requirements for the type of materials that can be used for cable supports. The NEC specifies that cable supports must be made of materials that are compatible with the cables being supported. For example, if the cables are exposed to corrosive environments, the supports must be made of corrosion-resistant materials. This helps to prevent the supports from deteriorating over time, which could compromise their ability to support the cables. When installing cable supports, it's important to ensure that they are securely fastened to the building structure. The NEC requires that cable supports be attached to structural members such as walls, ceilings, or floors. The supports must be able to withstand the weight of the cables and any additional loads that may be imposed on them. By properly securing the supports, you can ensure that they will not come loose or fail, which could cause the cables to sag or fall. The spacing requirements for open-air wiring methods apply to both horizontal and vertical cable runs. When running cables horizontally, the support should be spaced at regular intervals to prevent sagging. When running cables vertically, the support should be spaced closer together to prevent the cables from sliding down. The specific spacing requirements will depend on the diameter of the cables and the type of support system being used. In addition to the NEC guidelines, there may be other factors that influence the spacing of cable supports. For example, if the cables are exposed to high winds or vibrations, the supports may need to be spaced closer together to prevent excessive movement. The specific spacing requirements will depend on the environmental conditions and the type of cables being installed. When determining the maximum spacing for open-air wiring methods, it's important to consider the overall design of the electrical system. The spacing of cable supports should be coordinated with the location of other electrical equipment, such as junction boxes, conduit runs, and lighting fixtures. This helps to ensure that the cables are properly supported and that the electrical system as a whole is safe and reliable. The NEC provides a wealth of information on electrical installations, and it's essential to consult the code when designing and installing electrical systems. The NEC is updated every 3 years, so it's important to stay up to date with the latest edition. By following the NEC guidelines, you can ensure that your electrical installations meet the highest standards of safety and performance. Remember to consult the local authority having jurisdiction, OJ, as their interpretation of the code may be more strict. Proper planning and execution can prevent future electrical issues.